Hi everyone, this is Ricki Spencer and welcome to Voices, Sociology of Media. And today we're going to speak with Fiona Newton, and they are the Joy Academy Manager for Joy 94.9 Radio. Oh, welcome, welcome,
It's a
welcome.
pleasure to, it's a pleasure to be here, Ricki, and great to talk to you today.
Okay, so let's tell us now, Joy 94.9 Radio. What is Joy 94.9 Radio?
We're now called Joy Media, and Joy Radio is our, where we produce content specifically for the FM 94.9, and we're broadcasting 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I think we have around about 60 shows that go on air every week, and I think it's 600,000 people that are tuning into Joy over the whole week, and listening to all of our shows that contain music, sport, comedy, news. There's all sorts of things that we have content for at Joy. That's all specific to our rainbow community.
Fantastic. Now, just recently, I was on the website and I read something about the Joy Academy. What is the Joy Academy and specifically your role?
So we've now set up a new called the Joy Academy, which is really about the training and development of all of our internal people, our broadcasters, our podcasters, as well as induction of new team members. And we also do a lot of external training as well. So training for organisations that's really around educating them around diversity, inclusion, and helping their workplaces to be a more inclusive place to work.
Mm. For people who are listening to this particular show today, students all around Australia, researchers, I guess I'll throw this question out. Why do we need a media space totally dedicated to the LGBTIQ community?
Well, the thing about Joy is that we're really the only community media organisation that specifically tailors to the LGBTIQA plus community. And there are people that are tuning in specifically because it's sometimes the only connection they have to, especially people in regional locations. Joy can be the only connection they have to the rainbow community, and I think there is a lot of content that is relevant to us as people that may be gender diverse, sexually diverse, that aren't covered in the mainstream media. And I think it's something really unique and beautiful about what we offer to such a broad community, broad space.
Mm. Now, also, I must say to everyone that I think most people may know that I recently did your course, which I thoroughly loved. And I want to sort of now share with other people who are from our LGBTIQ community. So tell us a bit about what sort of people choose to go and partake in the course.
Well, gosh, we have a wide range of different types of people that attend our course. The course itself runs for 9 weeks, and it's probably one of the most comprehensive radio broadcasting training programs in Australia, regardless of whether you choose to do a radio show at Joy or just like yourself, increase your radio skills for some of the work that you're doing. And we have everyone from professional people that want to increase their skills to people that have a particular concept that they'd like to put a program together for on Joy or another community radio station or other radio stations. So, and we have, we're really looking for a diverse content here at Joy, which is, everything from Indigenous, youth, people across, we have, a lot of transgender, gender diverse people that are producing content. I think about 10% of our producers of content would fall into that category here at Joy. And we're really looking for that diversity, even looking for content around mental health and disability, all sorts of things that really cover, I guess, all the colour of our community.
One of the things that I was impressed too, Fiona, is that as people may know, I have a few disabilities, and one is a mobility disability. And I remember when I was doing the induction, they were telling us about how in Australia, you have one of the few spaces where where the desks are actually able to be adjusted for height for
Yep.
wheelchair. So if, I guess, just throwing it out to you, if you want to say, if people have a disability, can they access the course?
Oh, absolutely. We have access via lifts up to the first floor where we are, and there's plenty of wheelchair access to get into the studios. I'm sure you might have even found that yourself
Mm.
in that situation, and we certainly welcome feedback too if we are doing something that's meaning that people can't access the studios, or for a physical disability, or even a mental illness or condition. We'd certainly welcome feedback about that, but we've done everything that we possibly can to do that. We're also looking for content from people that can share their knowledge about and their experience in this area as well.
And what about age? Is there a certain age that
Mm.
you can be to do this course?
Of course, there's no age restrictions, but what's been interesting, we've recently done a survey of who our listeners are at Joy, and actually our biggest age group is young people. So 25 to 39 is our biggest listenership. But we do also have content producers that are in their 60s and 70s. So we've got a new show called Take Me to the Reader, which is a show produced by some older people from our community about writing, about how to do write better. So one of the things that I love, even just about the queer community, the rainbow community, is, I go to events and there's everyone from sort of 20-year-olds to 60-year-olds hanging out together at different events, and I welcome that, and I think Joy definitely welcomes that. And different ages, we have different perspectives of the world and what's going on. So again, that's about the diversity of content that we're really looking for and hoping to produce more and more of.
So this is the great thing with this. So any our community out in Victoria, and I use the word Victoria because you could be residing in bad with names, so we'll say Gippsland or further out, or the other state border. How do they get in touch with you if they're interested to express to show an interest in undertaking the course or getting some more information?
Well, I'm happy for people to contact me directly. So my email address is fiona.newton@joy.org.au, or you can call Joy directly. The contact details are all on our website, so you can contact us through a general inquiry as well. There's also on our website, joy.org.au, there's under Joy Services, there's links to our radio training, our podcast training. One of the great things is we do face-to-face training here at the Victorian Pride Centre, and you will
Oh,
have access.
okay. Can you
Yeah,
tell
so
us,
you
for
will.
those that want to know, where is the Victorian Pride Centre?
Yeah, so the Victorian Pride Centre, I mean, it's an exciting place to be and broadcast from. We're part of a hub in Fitzroy Street in St Kilda with many organisations such as Switchboard, Minus 18, Melbourne Queer Film Festival, Joy. We're all LGBTIQA plus organisations that are all existing under one roof. And it's won an architectural award. We've got a rooftop bar and theaterette and different co-working spaces. It's a really great place to do that. The Joy studios are some of the best radio facilities in community radio for sure. But we also offer podcast training specifically online. So that's, particularly for people in regional areas, or you might not have access to come, you might not be from Melbourne. You can, and we've had people doing our podcast course from right around Australia. Of course, it's even available right around the world if
Oh, oh
people,
my God, Fiona, I'm
it's
so
online.
excited. Yeah, so does
It's,
that mean to everybody listening, so research students all around Australia, and even
yes.
people, dare I say, academics as well, who want to maybe brush up and just to catch up. Tell us a bit more. So so what does quickly an online training look like?
Well, so it's all done via Zoom, and so it's accessible for literally anybody that wants to do the training. We cover things like, and we do this in the radio training as well, how to structure your show, how to conduct interviews, understanding media law, Also understanding the radio industry as a whole and where community radio sits within the radio industry. And then if you're doing podcast training, you'll learn specifically how to write content for a podcast, structure your podcast, produce it, and at the end of the training, you will be actually be assessed on a podcast that you produce. So you do that in a group session, a group work, and same with the radio. You will learn how to use the studios and produce your own radio show specifically, and be assessed by one of our trainers and mentored by some of our best broadcasters and producers here at Joy. So it's a 9-week program that's 3 hours each module. And it's really hands-on, really practical course for anyone wanting to produce that type of content.
And if for people say that English is their additional language, you're looking for diversity, so we're welcome. So again, let's remind everyone what sort of diversity that you think that would be wonderful for people to come and be a part of this.
Yeah, well, we are looking for people that are from different, multicultural backgrounds to produce content as well. So we're really looking at broadening our program and our content around that. The great thing about this too is you can be mentored post the training as well. So if you're wanting to produce podcasts that you might think are targeted at a very specific niche market with people from your own culture, there's no reason that you can't do that. And we can mentor you to be able to put that up on our website and be able to produce content at Joy, or produce your own podcast in your own environments to be able to do that. So regardless of whatever background that you have.
Oh, look, that's fantastic. Oh, thank you so much for sharing some time with us today. We're speaking with Fiona Newton, who's the Joy Academy manager. And again, we'll have links provided and her contact details, as well as the website to really explore. So again, if you're doing VCE media studies, or you're at university, you're wanting a career in media, especially if you're studying a Bachelor of Media, why not get the heads up? Do this course and then say to your lecturer, guess what? I've got my certificate, because I'm proud of that, and that you can showcase and say, I've done this practical course and I feel empowered. Thank you so much for your time today, Fiona.
Thanks so much, Ricki. Thanks for having me.